This video won't be very good. I've no idea what I'm doing. I've just decided to go for it. So a couple of years ago on holiday, a friend taught me this idea of setting New Year's intentions. They're like resolutions, but I actually found them a bit easier to stick to. First thing you're going to need, actually there's a couple of different ways that you can do this. So if you want to use your laptop, go for your laptop. You want to jot them down on your iPad. If you're an iPad girly, shouldn't have said iPad girly. I'm an iPad girly. I think that's fine. I opt for the notepad and pen whenever I write these each year, mainly just because I just find it a bit more intentional when I'm sitting down and writing them. The way to think about these is spinning a traditional New Year's resolution. So say if your resolution is you want to lose 10 kilograms this year, we're just going to change that just slightly to try and make sure that it sticks. And we're actually not going to say that we're going to lose 10 kilograms this year. What we're going to say is, I want to be healthier. The difference between the two is when you're setting a hard target for like, I want to lose 10 kilograms a year, it can go really well at the start, especially when you start eating healthier or working out more and doing all of the things that you're told to do to try and lose weight. But there'll eventually come a point where you have a bad day at work and you're ordering pizza, or maybe you just happen to eat a box of 6 donuts. Those things happen. But they'll very quickly ruin how you feel about your diet. And rather than say, I want to lose 10 kilograms this year, we're just going to say, I want to be healthier. And that could mean lots of things. That could mean not nailing that packet of chocolate biscuits, going for a walk at lunchtime. Maybe you need to get more consistent with your sleep. Perhaps it's just a case of eating better. Perhaps you do take up strength training, or you start a couch to 5K, or you play paddle, if that's still a thing. All of these little things that you can do can make a big difference. And over the course of the year, you might end up losing more than the 10 kilograms you thought you wanted to lose. But you know what? You might not. If you just stick to just these little couple of things, and you keep in mind that your intention for the year was to be healthier, it won't matter because you'll just feel better. Go grab your notebook. I'm actually going to make myself coffee, and we'll sit down and we'll do them together. I swear to God, I normally do it better than that. Never film yourself trying to make a coffee, especially if you're trying to impress people. Oh, it's pretty good though. So I'm going to give you this first one for free. We're going in with be healthier. There's a couple of different ways that I want to do this year. I think I really need to work out my sleep. So I need to be consistent with my sleep. I sleep terribly. Well, actually, no, I don't sleep terribly. I sleep really well. What I'm not very good at is being disciplined with my bedtime and my waking up time. So I'll drift into going to bed at 2 a.m. and then waking up at like 10:30 the next day, feeling like crap because I've overslept or I haven't had enough sleep, or it just kind of has a bit of a knock-on effect to the rest of my day. It means I don't end up going to the gym, I'm late for work, like all of these other things. I then don't start eating right. I think a lot of my health stuff actually boils down to my sleep. So I really want to be focused on trying to be disciplined with my sleep. My next one is, it's a boring one. I just need to be more consistent with my diet. My eating habits, okay, they're pretty bad. I try not to eat too much junk, but it keeps creeping back in. And I'm also not necessarily eating balanced. I'm not eating a ton of junk, but I'm not eating balanced. So I need to get better at this. I know they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but I have noticed that when I don't have breakfast, that's kind of when it goes bad. So I need to find a good breakfast, and then hopefully the rest of the day will fill in from that. And then finally, my last one is get back into strength training. I really enjoyed strength training, but I just kind of fell off towards the end of last year. I don't know what it was. I kept telling myself that I was too tired all of the time because I'd messed up my sleep, or I didn't have the energy, probably because I'd skipped breakfast. I just kept having all of these excuses as to why I didn't do my strength training. And this is it. this is kind of how to structure your intentions. It's just super easy. You can be a bit more detailed. You can write out more stuff. I'm probably gonna fill in some of the gaps on some of these about like how to be more consistent with my sleep and where the problems are. I'm gonna have a think about the sort of breakfasts that I actually like eating, like what can I do to prep in advance so that I'm waking up and not feeling like I'm having to make breakfast, but I've got something healthy and ready to go. Getting back to strength training, hopefully with this and with this sorted, this will become much easier. I've got 2 more that I need to work out. I'm not gonna bore you with it, but I would recommend you do 3. I found 3 to be like the optimum number of them. You can have less if you want. I probably wouldn't go more. It's up to you. And keep yourself honest. Come back to them at the end of every month and just take a look at how you're doing. Do you think you're being healthier? Are you saving money the way that you wanted to save money? It might be a case of that 4 months into the year, you decide that they're not important. You don't actually have to do these at the start of every year. You can do these whenever you want. If something changes in your life and your intentions just work out differently, just change them. It's fine. It doesn't mean that you've failed. So I've got 2 more that I want to try and get down. You don't need to sit around for the next hour watching me mumble through it. The first of them is I want to try and be more creative. I don't feel like I necessarily have much of a creative outlet through work anymore. And I want to get it somewhere else. That could be through doing videos like this. I think I want to pick up my camera a bit more and do some more photography. So I might set myself a little photography challenge. What was the other one I was thinking of? I had another one. See, this is why you should write them down because I've forgotten. Oh, I also need to work out what I'm doing with the back half of my life. Not a big thing in the slightest. Just a minor midlife crisis, but we don't really need to go into that now. Share this with a friend if you found it useful. Maybe they'll find it useful too. I hope this video wasn't as terrible as I thought it would be. And maybe I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Love you.